Excuse me. Sure, all my stuff is ready to go. And my camera's working. You see me? We're live. We're here. Think you can hear me? Yep. Based on the mic. We're here, y'all. We are back again with another live stream unboxing. Another week of figures. Another week of making it through. Just surviving, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But yeah. Welcome back. Another live stream, second live stream of the year. Pretty, yeah, pretty exciting, if I do say so. I do want to stuff. There we go. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, another week, another live stream, another time to mess with figures, toys, whatever you want to say. Yeah. I guess first off, so no weekly pickups. Haven't gotten anything really recently, just because I'm just waiting on stuff. I've seen stuff around, like I've seen what was it? Most recently, or kind of newest, was at Target. They had the new Captain America Brave New World. Is that what it's called? I think that's what that movie's called. Is the new Captain America figures. So they have so they have Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie, his Captain America, like the deluxe with the wings and the new look. And then they have the new Falcon figure who took over as Falcon. Falcon became Captain America, Anthony Mackie, all that. And then they also had the Red Hulk, Harrison Ford, Thunderbolt Ross, because he's taken over as that as well from a different actor. Can't remember his name, but he sadly passed away. But yeah, but cool figures. I didn't pick them up. I'm really just come back on spending, just waiting for the right time to get stuff, and also because next week's my birthday, so it's like not exactly to the day. It's going to be next Friday is my birthday, but we will do a live stream next Wednesday as usual. But anyways, we're here, and then also yesterday was kind of a busy day. I finally saw Sonic 3, which was fun, seeing that with my buddies, and they've been clamoring because they've already seen it. I think one of them saw it twice already, so this is their third time seeing it. And then my other friend Jamie, I think he saw it once before, so this was his second viewing, and this was just my first because I've been busy. I've been out of town, doing stuff. So that was fun. A great film. Definitely gets me itchy to hopefully at some point get the rest of those characters, because I already have Sonic and Shadow. You can see that, and you can see that stream here on YouTube. And then also I have those figures back there on the table. But definitely want to get Tails and Knuckles for sure at some point. I'm hoping that they'll be making, other characters that are in that movie that we don't see so far. But, it'd be cool. And, that movie's been out for a bit, but it was nice to see that movie finally. So hopefully I'll be able to get hopefully I'll be able to get Knuckles and Tails at some point, because those look like great figures, and, they go along with Shadow and Sonic, and it will be a fun stream to do. But we're here. We're doing our thing. I'll ramble on for another minute if I want to, and then I think we'll just get right into what we'll be looking at today, because, and also don't mind the hair. I've been kind of messing with it all day today, making it go, but, you can see the forehead so much, and there's so much hair. But I think we'll go ahead, if y'all don't have anything here live to say, or you got any questions or anything to see before we get started. But today's a Star Wars stream, something we haven't really done too long. I know I've done at least two. I've done one where I opened the Black Series, The Mandalorian, Din Djarin, where that was the version, technically, I think, in the Book of Boba Fett one with the cloth cape. Best one, in my opinion, so far. At least in my collection. That's what I like. And then also before, I think I did, what was it? Oh yeah, I did like a stream where I opened the heavy armored Mandalorian. I think that was that. And then also, I think in that stream it was like Elizabeth, something like the witch, yeah, a lady from Ahsoka. I opened her, and then also I think it was the Cantina band guy. So, and that was like 4 figures, but kind of basic ones and ones I needed, especially yeah, the heavy armored Mando, because it's a badass figure. I kind of wish I did get yeah, like yeah, the exclusive you know, with the Jon Favreau head underneath. Yeah, really just to have that option and just to, you know, have that as a thing, because it's like I do like it's like I do like having Jon Favreau in figure form, because I got Happy Hogan um uh, from the 2-pack, yeah, yeah, that they did, I think, like a few years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, and that's a good figure, and it's kind of like a younger Jon Favreau, and then it's like, and then with the heavy Mando exclusive, it had yeah, it had like an older Jon Favreau, so where he had like the goatee and everything. Oh, excuse me. Like, and I think different hair. I can't remember, but it would have been cool to get that one, because it just looks like the basic one, but it just has a separate head, I think, or unless like the helmet's actually bigger and actually fits over. But in any case, I'm talking toys. But yeah, but another Star Wars stream. Something, and also a unique character, something that's outside the movies, outside the shows, and this is a comic character. But we're gonna switch over my camera. I'm gonna have to do it twice because it's dumb. Because this camera, because this phone, I guess, has, I don't know what it does, but it indicates 2 cameras. But we'll switch there. Come back over. It's clearly not tall enough, but we'll go right there. Sorry if I'm a little rusty with my live stream stuff. You know, been on vacation, been out for a week. Yeah, and yeah, but and that first week was a lot. I mean, I looked at the full yeah, the stump wrestling turtle set, and that was fun. But now we're just gonna do something a little simple with the yeah, with the Black Series Star Wars Adventures Jaxxon, which is also a Lucasfilm a 50th anniversary figure, where this is basically, okay, let's be honest, it's their Bucky O'Hare version, but you know, like it's slightly different. It's still a Green Rabbit guy with a gun, and you know, he has like the same kind of like the suit thing going on, let's be honest. But you know, it's a different character. It's not Bucky O'Hare, it's Jaxxon. This is a totally different guy. And yeah, and apparently he's kind of goofy. But you know, I do like this packaging. Yeah, yeah, with the yeah, with this line, because this is more kind of, I guess, like just a comic line, where this is kind of like more kind of like Legends, or you know, it's like just alternate versions or stories, because they have a Luke and a Leia, and also yeah, but one of these guard guys, where there's like yeah, like a specific version of him. But you know, it's just the weird stuff. It's just cool. Yeah, it's just cool to get the weird stuff. But I do like this front art. It's very, yeah, it's very comic booky. Yeah, very cartoonish. And then you got Lando there, and you got you know, the guard there. You got some weird aliens kind of thing going on. I don't even know if some, because that's like a, yeah, because it looks like a museum type thing, but I don't know for sure. But you get your Lucasfilm, your 50th anniversary logo there. You got Jaxxon. You have his little serial number. You got your warning label, 4+ Hasbro at the top. Oh yeah, I got this at Ollie's in yeah, in North Carolina, and I showed this guy off last week in the pickups. But you have a nice little image. Yeah, like Jaxxon. He's kind of like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess he's trying to get his gun, or he lost his gun, but he's not very happy on this side. Get more nice artwork. I kind of like this artwork a lot. That's pretty cool. Kind of more serious with the gun. And then you have him and Lando kind of hanging out. Lando's face is like so small. That's kind of weird, but whatever. But then on the bottom, you got him and you got Lando, who's kind of like, who should be doing this? And then there's just an alien guy. Like, and Jackson's like, who cares? Shut up. Nice little, like a corridor down there, but pretty cool. It's nice to have that art. And then on the side here, you have some more artwork of Jaxxon, kind of like a close up. And then you have your Star Wars The Black Series logo. You have the name Jaxxon right there. Then on the back, you have your 50th anniversary, your Lucasfilm logo. And then your little, like your Star Wars timeline. So, where Lucasfilm started, put out all the Star Wars movies. And then it's like, and then they get into Legends, and then into the prequel series, and then it's Clone Wars, and then it's Rebels, and then it's the sequel series, and then Rogue One Solo up to that point in 2021. So I guess this is this a 2021? Because this is a 1971. So I guess this is this a 2021? It is. Wow. I didn't realize that this figure was already, 4 years old. I guess I'm already behind by so much, but this is already a 4-year-old figure. I mean, it's like what we're going to see, but all your warnings, your legalese stuff, nothing really going on, your barcode, your Disney and your Hasbro and all your logos. And then on the inside, have a nice little insert, some more nice comic art of Jaxxon, and with, what's his name? Is one of Jabba's, one of the bounty hunters, so that's pretty cool. Make sure chat's working. And then you have a little bio Jaxxon, where it says, Jaxxon is a nearly 6 foot tall, green-furred leppy smuggler and captain of the Rabbit's Foot. Known for his wise cracks and high kicks, Jaxxon has helped Han Solo and Chewbacca out on more than one occasion. And then that's in multiple languages. So pretty cool. Just a little background. But then you have kind of like your basic kind of Black Series kind of look here with the logo on the front there, and then the name, and then the serial number, and then Hasbro, and then the actual figure, which, as you can tell, doesn't really look like this. Doesn't really look like really any of the art on here. But you know what? I thought it looks cool anyways, so I got it. And for $10, can't really complain. Have something like this, have a unique character, have more of like those more alien type of animalistic type characters. So I think without delay, we're gonna finally get this guy open. I don't know what's the best way to open these. I guess I haven't really messed with this. And there's no tape. I just noticed that there's no tape. Well, there's tape here, and at least nothing on the top. Just okay, there is tape there. I always go for the bottom, so I guess we'll go with that. We'll cut off that tape here, but I do like this packaging. This is nice. It's like, it kind of actually gives, it kind of is like a book, is what I think of, where there's like your cover, and then it's like, and this is supposed to recreate like your comic pages, but it's kind of like a little book thing. It's very unique, very cool, and I like it. So there we go. Then we have our trusty X-Acto blade here to help with the fiendish tape. I'll try to get this on camera, but trying to be careful not to cut my hand open. But that might be, I think that's all the tape, all the cutting we'll have to do. We are doing just the one figure today. So kind of keeping it simple. I think this live stream's not going to go too long, unless y'all want to chat it up, talk about anything, but we're going to get this figure open. Of course, always forget about this, but your trusty Hasbro warning paper thrown to the side. goes away. But there's Jaxxon. There's the box, all empty. We might at least, it's like, I probably will, yeah, keep the cover piece because I do like the artwork and I do like the little insert in the bio. But overall, this is just trash. So there it goes. And then here's Jaxxon himself out of the packaging, and his little bubble here. He even has a little kind of thing going on here. I don't know what that is, but there he is in all his plastic glory and his bubble prison. We'll get all his stuff out, and then we'll do a little rundown. Here's our guns here on the side, and then there he is. And there's our plastic. Goes away. Here's our Jaxxon figure. I'm gonna move this camera down just a bit. Well, quite a bit. So we can get a more closer up look of this guy, more of eye to eye. Go a little higher. Get a little closer. Get all of our remnants. But here's our Jaxxon here. Get even closer up on this head sculpt. And I do gotta say, it's like this head sculpt is not bad at all. It's a very, I would say, kind of realistic take on the figure. Well, on the character, if I should say. Ooh. Plastic's a little stiff. I mean, it's about like 4 years old, so it makes sense. But look at that head sculpt. Yeah, I actually do like this. Yeah, that is a little bit, I guess, kind of more realistic with what they're going instead of like that comic book look. So you have more kind of like crazy kind of like fur, and you have like a mohawk. You have some eyebrow hawks. I don't know how you would call them, but crazy hair going on, and then you have like your little tufts of hair on the side of each cheek, and then like your little rabbit nose and the mouth with the buck teeth. And you do have some, some, I think they are green eyes. And those are nicely printed. Yeah, it is a print. Probably more obvious to see in camera, but in person, it doesn't look bad at all. It looks pretty good. And then even with the ears, they have little furry ends there, and some loose, tattered hair. It's like, and then then they're all painted actually pretty well. It has a nice wash. It's kind of like a brownish wash over the green, and then having that lighter color for the mouth of the fur, but pretty cool. It is kind of nice to have a different kind of look, and it does look good for the figure out of the packaging. Honestly, it's like in packaging, it doesn't look amazing, but out of the box, it's like this guy looks pretty cool, especially in this head sculpt. I love this head sculpt. Like, I think this is more based on an actual more realistic kind of art style take, because I did kind of do a little bit of research on his design. Yeah, just to show a little bit more and to know more myself. So this is definitely based on different artwork compared to what we saw with the more comic look there. But then with the actual suit, you can actually see in there that that there is a red kind of like a collar that ties in with the whole red kind of jumper suit here, the legs, and then the arms. And some little pieces there, some tools, just some line work detail, and then even with the gray kind of, I guess technically metal armor, where you have the chest piece, and then with the collar around there with the yellow that wraps around there, and you have your shoulder pieces, which are separate but are connected to the main body, and then of course under the armor you do have a little kind of like I don't know if this would be kind of like a chest protector of some kind, some extra padding, I guess, and that's even on the back too, and it's all yellow. We even have a little buckle there. all very nice. And yeah, but not a painted buckle, but that's fine. I don't really care too much, especially on the back, but pretty nice. And you have your little strap detailing that's going on there. That's pretty cool. And then yeah, and then I guess it's like it's supposed to connect as a yeah, as a yellow lining kind of there, at least on the front. On the back, you don't have it. It's just all that texture work of the under suit, but then you have that yellow there that connects there, so I guess that makes sense. But nice little clove texture all around, even to the arms there and down to the gloves that do match the armor of the color. That's very nice. Yeah, some cuffs, and then you do have a trigger finger hand, and then just a regular holding hand. But it is weird because he does have two guns, so why not just give him two trigger fingers? You're not going to get anything else. Well, whatever. It's a $10 figure. Well, originally I think it's like 20, 25, but like let's be honest, you gotta wait for some of these guys, especially for Star Wars nowadays. Like kind of like the quality has been kind of not the best, but no, pretty good. Oh yeah, and I did see the new yeah, the Princess Leia figure as well, also in Target. Looks pretty good. I'm probably gonna pick up her and Luke at some point, but we'll see down the road. But then with the belt strap here, you have a nice little belt buckle that's painted in there. It is a little off, so it's not really on there all the way, but it's okay. I'm not really looking too closely at it. And then you do have your little, like your studs are painted there, but not like your strap and nothing really on the pouches, even though they do have little button detailing on there. It's probably hard to see because it's that all white, but they do have little button details there. And then you do have little kind of like loops there with little things there. So it would have been nice to have like some silver detailing on that. And then even on these little cartridges there. And then there's even like two other little studs there on the belt. And yeah, but they did paint yeah, the back buckle and then that little stud, yeah, next to it. So that's nice. And then four more little studs on each side. And then you have the straps that are on either side. Not painted, but they do have yeah, little details. Excuse me. You have like this cross hatching there, but then yeah, it's like, and you have like that cross hatching there on either side, and you have a nice little leathery type holster there, and that's nice. And then again with the legs, nice suit detailing, all nice texture, feels good, looks good, and it is a double jointed leg, yeah, which kind of indicates that this is old and pins, but it's not too bad really with Star Wars, let's be honest. And then with the boots, it's kind of like these wrap type boots, and yeah, and is that all gray that matches with the yeah, that matches with the gloves and the armor and the belt and the straps. But yeah, but nice little boots and nice little shoes. I do like the little, like the look here looks pretty cool, and then you just have your little bottom of your feet with your serial numbers and your little peg holes. So not a bad little thing going on here. He looks pretty cool. I do like it. I think he is pretty neat. I do want to move in, get my lights coming in a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, but not bad at all. Not a bad little thing. But I guess we will go over articulation. So there is, I'm just going to take off the head real quick. So there is just a hinge and a ball. The top there, this is a little, well, excuse me, sorry. Banging out my camera. It is a little tight. This does feel kind of like an older mold, and it is kind of splitting, and I think that's just because, this is an old body mold, but oh god, I gotta use behind the camera strength. Come on, camera. Come on, hands. Oh. So yeah, so it is kind of scary, I think, getting this head off. But once you get it, I think he can get it pretty well. So yeah, so with that, at the head, he does have a bit of wiggle room, a lot of space there. So really, even without like hinging the ball, yeah, but he can look up about that far. Get him stood up straight. So he can look up about that far, which is crazy. But if you don't want to gap it, it's probably about that far, but still not bad at all. And then for down, really, it's kind of because he has so much gappage, you kind of need to hinge it this way and then kind of bring the head around or even bring it up a lot more. But going down, you go about that far, which is not bad at all. And then again, he does have a lot of tilt room, so he can bring a lot of personality. And of course, he can do a full 360 rotation there. Pretty nice. And then at the arms, you just have a hinge there at the shoulders, and they go up about that far. Not bad at all. A nice range, yeah, for a Star Wars character. You can go up, but I probably wouldn't recommend, just going more than that. Yeah, just because I don't want to split the actual shoulder piece there, but it can go back there. And then at the elbow, it is a single elbow, and you do some rotation there all the way around. And then with your single hinge elbow, you get your range. It's about that far, just kind of at 90, essentially. Maybe just a little bit. If we straighten it up more, yeah, it's about 90. Not bad. Then back and forth. And then on this hand, you do have rotation and a in and out joint. And this is just a regular grip hand. But then on the other side, you have a trigger finger hand, which actually does have a up and down joint compared to a out and in joint. And you do get rotation there. So I kind of wish that we did get a double, the trigger finger hands, but I get it. They're cost cutting. They're doing whatever they can. So I'm just like, okay, great, whatever. I paid $10 for this. I got this at Ollie's, so who cares? And then you do have a ball on the middle of the body. So altogether, if I can get everything straightened up and not take down anything. So then, yeah, with the ball, so you crunch forward not that far, not too bad. Crunch back actually pretty well. That is not bad at all. I want to hold up. I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out the best way to get this guy into frame. Stand, damn it. Okay. I need to straighten you. That's why. Let me adjust my camera real quick just because I want to get him fully in frame. We'll go a little higher. Get closer. Get down. There we go. I think that's that's a way better angle. But yeah. So comes forward about that far. Not a whole lot. Comes back a decent amount. I would say not bad. Not bad for this kind of figure. And then you don't really get a lot of side to side. It's kind of stuck there, but you do get a little bit of rotation too. Not a whole lot really going on besides just the forward and back. Kind of the rest is just kind of not really a lot. So not really amazing here with the articulation, but it's a Black Series. I don't think you really should expect that much. They've been doing this for a while. But then with the legs, you can kick out pretty far, almost all the way. Kick back, an okay amount. Kick out, not really that much. Can't do the splits. Honestly, this one feels more stuck than this one. I feel like this one has more range. This one is kind of actually more smooth out. This one does feel a little more stiff. I don't know. I don't think that there's a drop down or anything kind of thing here. I mean, this was back in 2021. I don't think that they were doing that even close to that yet. Let's double check. And if you all have any questions or want to see anything, be sure to let me know in the live chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, but then continuing with articulation, you do have a thigh swivel there because there's a cut there, of course. And then with this, surprisingly, you do have a double jointed knee. This figure kind of showing its age, but he can kick up about that far. Not bad. Yeah, he could honestly. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can touch his butt with his foot. So pretty good. You do not have a boot swivel there, which kind of sucks, but I get it. It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like with this sculpting, and I think these are, I don't know if these are all reused parts. I wouldn't be surprised, if I'll be honest. But it still looks pretty good. And then with the foot, you can hinge forward, not that far, hinge back, about that far, not too bad. Then you get ankle rocker pivot. The best thing about any Hasbro figure is just the pivot. Let's be honest. Being able to stand is a godsend. Yeah, articulation's okay. Not the best. And then, mainly, it's always about just the accessories. These guys, he actually looks pretty decent there. But then you do come with a pair of, pistols. I'm not looking at where I'm looking at. It's like I'm looking at it because I'm kind of like, I'm trying to see what I'm doing instead of, watching what I'm doing. Here's our two pistols. Nice. I think they are exactly the same sculpt, but they're pretty cool. I do kind of like them. It's kind of like a Han Solo-esque, with that end, but the body is like actually like completely different. So nothing like Han Solo's except for the end there. But those are no hold. They're just solid, so they're pretty nice. Good there. So at first, we're just going to show off that they can go in the holsters. There, so they fit there. So if you prefer to have them maybe doing something else or not having them in the hand, they can holster there and they kind of blend right in there. But hello, Dino the Collector. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you've been enjoying it, or hope you are enjoying it if you are watching. I assume you gave me the like, so thank you. Or thank you to or thank you to whoever liked the video. Well, the live stream, technically, but it'll be a VOD. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Those little holsters there, but then, of course, he's got at least one trigger finger hand, so got to the gun in his hand. We will go double with that, because that's what he's, I think, kind of usually shown off as, and that's what I kind of think of when I think of this character. I do gotta say, it is really annoying that they did not give him another trigger finger hand. The fact that that's the holding hand is kind of stupid. You should have a double trigger finger. Yeah, by the way. Dino the Collector says, cool GIF, by the way. Or do you mean a figure? Because this wasn't a cool figure, by the way. Okay, you're good, bro. Yeah, but I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, this is it is kind of cool. It's it's a cool design, but yeah, I think that's a big thing where it's just kind of like, yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. Even back in 2021, it's like you just got to give him a double trigger finger hand. Well, what else is he gonna do? So it's like I might just cut the finger. It's like where I'll make a slit in it, and then that'll make it into, but it's still not an up and down joint, which kind of sucks. But for now, a little bit of complaining, if you'll excuse me, and thank you for whoever dropped the second like for the VOD. I appreciate it. But he looks pretty cool. Not too Not too shabby. I mean, I could see this one day in a show or movie, kind of looking like this, maybe a little more dirtied up. Oh. And Dino the Collector says, I'm going to do a community post, tell my subscribers to sub to you. Well, I appreciate that. It's like, I would say it's like, no, like, yeah, but feel free to, yeah, yeah, honestly, yeah, but you don't have to do that. But it's like, if you feel the need to, I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's kind of like, I still gotta kind of get better with interacting stuff with here on YouTube, especially with more of y'all who actually have channels who make content. Because I just kind of, it's like I kind of disappear into my thing. I know, but I'm here every week. Well, almost every week, except for Christmas, but whatever. But look at this Jaxxon. I keep forgetting his name's Jaxxon too, but he's pretty. Not a bad looking figure. It's like just just when you have him stood up here. Not bad. I have to go. Bye. See you later, says Dino the Collector. Well, I'll see you later, Dino. Thank you for joining on the stream and thank you for chatting it up. I really appreciate it. But yeah, maybe we'll just try. At least for now, we're just going to have just the one gun because it's kind of annoying to just watch them. Have that, and I think we can get them in a more unique kind of pose going on, or a little bit cooler. I'm a more casual, I guess. Like, what's going on, bud? What's up, Doc? Or something. Rabbits and shit. Looney Tunes. Bugs. Bunny. Okay. Sorry, I'm just being stupid there. Yeah, but this is actually a pretty neat looking figure. Yeah, kind of like in camera, it's kind of like the way that this guy's posed up looking. It's pretty cool. I do wish that there was a little bit of like a wash on this body just to kind of match the head more, because this does feel kind of comic booky, cartoonish as to the art on the box, where that's a little bit more, cartoonish. Even I kind of wish that we had a more stylized head, even to the side art like that. I feel like that would even work better on this body. Maybe. I think, okay, it's like proportions wise, I think he's a lot skinnier there, but even you can see here on the bottom art, kind of like how different of a interpretation it is to what they kind of are referencing, I guess, or kind of like showing off. Even though even though like this head is definitely based on different artwork of Jaxxon, but I would kind of like a more kind of cartoonish stylized like that. And I know, I think, and I think that they have kind of clarified, especially I think during this time that this kind of figure was coming out, and when they were doing the Rebels figures, that they wanted to stick to a little bit more realistic with their takes. So kind of staying, I guess, kind of technically consistent with the line, because it's like they do a lot of, it's like, well, with Star Wars, it's like it's just a lot of movies and shows, and it's like, and it's all those versions. Excuse me, sorry, I'm keep finagling with my camera. I'm just trying to get it down. I like it. But yeah, it's kind of, but having, like to have kind of like the more realistic versions of the characters in figure form already, mainly in the line, especially when they're upgrading, like how they do the face sculpts and then all the printing, because this looks pretty good. It's like, this is like a perfect print job. It looks so cool. It looks amazing. But yeah, so kind of like, it would have been nice maybe even to have like an option of a more comic head. That would be nice. But it's like, I know they kind of keep these guys kind of cheap as much as they can, but they're still like fun figures. It's like, and especially it's like for what they're doing now, it's like it's so much of an upgrade to compare to like something like this, where this is very basic and very much of reuse, but still using a amount of detail and work into it. So still pretty cool, still pretty neat. And I do like it. Like overall, it's like I do like the look of this guy. Just could just use just a wash, and then you know just have a trigger finger hand. That's like the main thing. It's like just do that, please, because I don't want to have to keep doing that myself. And have an up and down hinge on it. He's got two guns. He's got to hold them. You can't just have one hand to hold one gun when he's got two. You got to do that once in a while. But whatever. He still looks pretty neat here. I like him. But yeah, excuse me. But I guess that's really it for the review portion of the stream. So I guess we'll get on to the comparisons. First, as they kind of showed on the box art that we were looking at earlier, and especially on the front and on the sides and the bottom of the packaging, showed them off with good old Lando Calrissian. This is the, what is it? Return of the Jedi, I think, version of Lando, which is the look that he has in the comics. Yeah, that they're showing with Jaxxon. They were kind of like up with each other. Why is my thing not working? Yeah, Jaxxon. A little bit of height. There we go. We're just like confused with the camera. There we go. There they are. Yeah. Yeah, but they look pretty cool together. It's like it's definitely a more of a realistic kind of look to it. Stop looking. Hold up. Switch. There we go. Pretty cool. Yeah, and I do actually kind of like this figure. It's like the cape is a little bit annoying. It's kind of actually Jaxxon, lay down. But it's kind of with this figure, it's like it's just too much cape. Like it was just way too much plastic, so I even had to kind of strap it on there because it kept falling off. So some point I probably got to get a new cape, but for now it's like I kind of tuck it. I think it just works fine. It works out. Still kind of wants to puff out, so I gotta kind of like tuck it even more usually. But there he is. Good old Lando, looking pretty cool. Looking all stylish. And then a pretty good Jaxxon figure to go with him. Like he could use some dirty up though. Like still, it's like I need him more toned down. I need this metal kind of silver color instead of like this plasticky gray. Can this thing please? I swear. It's not that hard. I've done this plenty of times. It's always fine on the shelf. But when I'm moving it, there we go. It still kind of envelops him. It's kind of a problem with that. But I guess we'll get Lando back here. Lando gets to be right to the side. Jaxxon. And then bring in this dude from from the inner art. Yeah, that Jaxxon is portrayed with. I can't remember his name, but he's one of like the classic, the bounty hunters. This is the archive version, and you can especially tell because the scar is a lot pinker, a lot more cleaner, but still looks pretty good. I like him together. He could still use, some dirtying up. But this guy is still pretty cool, and they look all right together. It's like I guess they're both kind of bounty hunters. I don't even know like what Jaxxon really is doing. I guess he's just another bounty hunter. He's just a dude. Like I know he has like his own ship and stuff like that, but I really don't know much about him. But he still looks pretty cool. We'll get Jaxxon back over there, front and center. I'm blowing out with my lights. I don't know. Maybe it's just too much of this light. Oh, we turn this off. That looks like crap. What am I doing? I'm just losing my mind. Excuse me. Look at the rabbit. Man, that is white. Yeah, that white balance is insane. Why don't I have just like automatic white balance? Or how can I just do manual so I can just stay? Because I clearly can't lock down a thing, but whatever. So then next we'll do Jaxxon with a few droids, and with one I know for sure he's met. Oh, little spoiler, is the new Black Series R2. Excuse me. Turn you down just a bit. There we go. Bro, I swear to God, I'm getting to the point already. I can't work. R2 stand. It's like he does have like these little these roller pieces at the bottom. I kind of wish he didn't have them. They're kind of annoying. Oh well, because I always want R2 kind of like this. But he's kind of like moving. That's what I think about. Yeah, but he looks pretty good with R2. Yeah, this R2 figure's like, yeah, that clean, perfect look. I love it. A nice little Jaxxon figure. We'll get him next to Lando. And then we have BB-8 here. Well, we'll have R2 still here. He'll be there. Then there's BB-8 who can't really bobble, but he looks great. He's all kind of dirtied up. A little worn, looks cool. I like it. And then you have I forgot this droid's name. He's that one Jedi's thing. I have his figure. That's why I have this thing, obviously. But I can't remember his name now. Yeah, it's like Cal Kestis or something. I don't know if that's right. I think that this is his droid. Like, I think that that's his name. I know it's his droid. What am I saying? But yeah, but I think this is Cal Kestis droid. Can't remember what's its thing, but it's really cool. And I think it actually looks pretty good with this. This is honestly kind of like the closest kind of matching total kind of like style-wise. And this is more of a video game. And I'm but kind of design and character. And movie. This is kind of like their first few line of figures, and this is actually a really cool kind of kind of figure in history. Even though those movies are kind of lame, but this guy's actually kind of cool. I like BB-8. I didn't mind him. They used him well. He wasn't like annoying. There's BB-8, and there's our little guy. Can't remember what his model number is or whatever they call it in universe. But there he is. And there's Jaxxon. We're going to continue on kind of with our bounty hunters now. We got Revenge of the... Or... What is it? Is it Revenge of the Sith? Yeah. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. I think Boba Fett. This is the third movie, where he kicks the bucket, so to say. But he looks pretty cool. He's a little bit more kind of dirtied up. A little bit more dinged up compared to Jaxxon, but I don't know if these guys have ever actually crossed paths. I think that Boba might be kind of on a different level of, like with Jaxxon. I mean, he's messing with Jedi. He's like, well, he's met Luke and all them, so They're probably just in the same kind of circle, but Boba's Boba. So, pretty cool. Pretty neat. And then continuing kind of with the bad guys side, going towards the Empire, we got a Stormtrooper, because for sure, I mean, it's like if you're a Star Wars hero character, that works with that is with the rebellion, you're always gonna, it's like, or doing really anything. It's like in Star Wars, it seems like you're gonna see a Stormtrooper at some point, and you're gonna fight one maybe, or you'll see one in the wild. But pretty cool. I love this guy here. Perfect little Stormtrooper. I have like an army of these guys. I have like what, like 6? Yeah, I got like 6 or 7 of them, or 8. I'm 8. I think I got 8, which is an insane number. But then staying kind of with the more, I would say the more villainous characters. I do kind of like these guys. The but Jabba's palace guards. I like that more animalistic humanoid type thing. Yeah, where the body type is kind of like a regular, kind of like a bigger person. But then you have just a giant head. So, pretty cool. Pretty neat. And have like the same kind of like the green thing going on, and kind of like a rough, kind of dirty green. So, kind of grimy, but looks pretty cool. And these guys have been like orcs to me, kind of still nowadays, because I think that they just look cool. And then Stan, like with Jabba's palace, kind of going back to the good side, you have Lando in disguise, as you can see. I don't know if he actually was like involved, like maybe helping in this, because I know it's like, it's around the time period he's wearing that kind of get up. So I don't know if that's like before this or after. I can't remember. I did do some research, but some of it I kind of forgot. There he is in disguise. Looking pretty cool. Not too shabby. Okay. Well, I can't do that, can I? Hold up. We're moving. We are moving. In your corner. Lando. Lando 1, Lando 2. Always the Lando. There we go. Excuse me. Why is this so... We're gonna... I did not want to do that. Excuse me. I think that's gonna be a little better. That feels better. A little less. That feels good. There we go. A little easier. Sorry for the flashbang. Then, staying with the more unique races of the aliens, of the aliens of Star Wars, of the different creatures. We got one of the Cantina Band guys. I don't know what they're called again, but they're just kind of like your gray alien kind of look, let's be honest, but they're pale, and they play instruments. This one does have a little bit of a ding. Well, it just might be the sculpt. I don't know. But they're just like your basic alien type head sculpt, but they were pretty cool. Well, yeah, they look pretty cool. I mean, yeah, these guys are just performing. They probably tour or something, which would be kind of funny to see as a thing. Follow the Cantina Band. Cantina Band on tour. Rah. not. Do your thing. Ah, ah. Okay. Well, he'll just hold it. I don't know why he doesn't just want to hold it. Hold it. Hold it, damn you. No wonder he has to double hand it. The best way he should be holding it is like that because it works with the sculpt. But then you can't get it in his thing. Hold up. I don't know. I just can't get this thing. Sorry, I was quiet there. I was just trying to work with this thing. This thing's so stupid. It's probably the main thing. It's just kind of like, yeah, these guys just gotta like work on like arm articulation and kind of like how to actually pose these where they're gonna stay and look cool. Like, yeah, like the Jaxxon. Excuse me. I keep moving. Like I'm not gonna hit something. To rotate your hand. There we go. Like, no, 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 no. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh my god. Damn. I apologize. But look at that. Weird aliens. White balance, please. I know you need more white, but there's some white back there. There you go. Looks pretty cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. The thing came out of his mouth. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. This is white balance. Chill out. Bruh. 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 Okay. Get over here. These figures kind of suck to stand. Excuse me. The legs kind of give out. Let's be honest. The legs are kind of like the weakest point, but then like the arms are just not that amazing for range. At least this is yeah like a double hinged knee, but kind of like the single joints. It's like they're okay. It's like they work for some of them, but it's like oh yeah. It's just kind of like everyone's feet's like so small. I know it's kind of realistic, but I think that's why I kind of like that card a little bit more because it's easy. It's easy to move. It looks cool. It's big. Jaxxon's gonna back up a bit here. It's still going on with our weird aliens. I think the last, for the time at least, is gonna have a good old Jar Jar. Oh my god, I forget how tall Jar Jar is, and he does have a burrito. Yes, but I think it kind of works. I think it looks kind of cool with it. So this isn't bad. I would say not bad at all. Pretty fun. Lando, bro. But yeah, but I think I like this Jar Jar a lot. He's pretty cool. He's pretty neat. He just keeps looking at his food. He's like, he said what I eat. And he doesn't care about nothing else. Yeah, we do need like a different Jar Jar though. Like that's more kind of like expressive. It would be nice to have that, but I don't know if we'll ever get that. Jar Jar with the food. Lando. For shame. Why are you not chill? Guess you'll have a big billowy cape that looks like crap. Take your cape. I hate it. Okay. Then wanted to go into more human type characters. So I thought kind of like my favorite ones and kind of like more unique ones. Um, like the one, yeah, the movies I kind of actually like. That's in the more modern era is the Rogue One, where this is, I can't remember her name. I want to say like Jyn Erso, because it was like Galen, I think her father was, because he was yeah, the dark, yeah, the Death Star, yeah, the architect. And so then he had like the plans, and then she had the plans, and then it moved on. So we kind of followed the plans to get in there. So it's crazy. But then, of course, we got Mr. Andor over here. We're going to scoot everyone in a little bit more. He actually looks pretty good. He's actually a great upgrade of a figure, because these are the archive versions where they did the face scan on these guys. I gotta get her looking up there. Not too much. A little much. Just looking too much. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Her face is like whiting out. Too much. Yeah, I just gotta turn this off. It doesn't really do much. But then keeping with Rogue One, we got one of the other guys that they did for that show. Well, they did for the movie. I can't remember his name, but he's actually a really fun character. He's one that they made more recently. You can tell with kind of like the sculpt. Can you stand? Anyone stand? Because this guy's got, like he does have a cool gimmick. He has like the backpack with the, with the string. If I can actually do my job, there we go. So he has a little like a pull down gimmick, which is cool, but it does kind of make him a little back heavy, kind of scary. So therefore, he's behind a figure. He'll probably knock it over. And then one more little like of this round comparisons have just a kind of yeah, like a Death Star kind of like commander, I guess. I can't remember what this guy was called, or yeah, like a Death Star trooper, whatever they're called, or like an engineer or kind of captain, whatever. Yeah, it's kind of. But this is from Andor. I haven't seen Andor, honestly. Keep hearing good things about it, and apparently, yeah, and apparently they have a season 2 of it. So I'll see it at some point, but just to have something different and with our bad guys, kind of this timeline, kind of this era of Star Wars. But pretty cool. Put him behind. Yep. There we go. One more forward. Not really doing nothing there. How about that? Yeah, that's better. Okay. Then we'll get crew. Suicide Squad. Essentially, if you think about it, they all died. They were Rogue One. Ugh. Why do you do this to me? Why? You go there. And or go here. Jalen Hurst. Okay. There we go. Then getting on to more, even kind of technically more modern Star Wars, but going with kind of like the earlier version. We're going with the Mandalorian. So I'm doing him with the original Black Series, the Mandalorian, the first release. I don't think he came with Grogu at the time, or the child as they called him. Can't really remember. I don't think he did, but he's here. He actually is a pretty cool figure. I do actually like it. And then the Black Series, this guy, whatever his name is, I keep forgetting it too, but he's from season 1 as well. His look from there. Sorry, I gotta adjust this stuff, but he's a more kind of a unique character. So not really fully humanoid. I'm like one of those engineer type guys that we did see in Return of the Jedi. Yeah, because it was Revenge. Yeah, so it was Return of the Jedi, and like we saw those guys there for the first time. But I think timeline wise, it's like Mandalorian's after Return of the Jedi. So I don't really know how it all matches up specifically with Jax, but it's fun. And then we have this chick from from Mandalorian. Yeah, from the Mandalorian, specifically the first season. A great figure. Pretty cool. And kind of a more humanoid. Yeah, with the armor. I do kind of like the armor with this character. He's cool. Despite like the personal stuff, but a cool character and but nonetheless. And then is that really, do we want to call that? Yeah, we can call that good for Mando. Spots here. We're gonna, how do we want to do this? I can put all of those. Okay, so we're gonna put them also here to the side. They're pretty cool. Little group of figures to get with Jax. The more dirtier, grungier side, but I think he kind of works out with them, despite being a bit clean. But then now, moving on to more bounty hunters, kind of more modern figures, a lot from the or either cartoon series or from the Mandalorian and Boba Fett shows, more recent stuff. So of course we got to get Cad Bane in here, our space cowboy, and this is of course the Clone Wars version, the original jacket version. You always like have on. His eyes kind of peeking out. That's always how I kind of think of him, where he's kind of like a total space cowboy. And Jackson's like, who's this dude? Who's this weirdo cowboy? But they look pretty cool. And then you get this droid from the Mandalorian. There's another kind of bounty hunter type, but kind of modern. I do actually like him. He has actually a pretty cool figure. I like it. I get his legs though. Because he's not too bad to stand up, but he's not amazing. Anyways, but he's still pretty cool. I think he looks awesome. It's a sick figure. And then we got Bill Burr. His character, I can't remember what his character's name is, but it's a crazy design. It's not honestly not my favorite looking figure, but it's cool. And Bill Burr's kind of cool. He's weird like everyone else, but he's cool. He's a dude, and I like his character, and he's good. Yeah, but in the second, yeah, was it the second season of The Mandalorian? Because this is like his first season. Look, yeah, when they first meet. But then there's like one where he's in like the shore trooper disguise. Was it shore trooper? I forget what it was. It's like those mud troopers or something, whatever it is. Or where they like, or where they drove, yeah, like the essentially, yeah, the cargo thing. But yeah, a nice little group. And then last one, sticking with our bounty hunters, gonna give him actually a pretty good space. If you'll excuse me, gonna be the Black Chrysanthemum, who is humongous. Quite so. But he still looks pretty great with them. I have a different kind of like an animalistic thing. I just kind of like him. Yeah, I just sit, yeah, just standing here, no gun. I think he looks great just standing there. And then with Jaxxon's, like, it's that different style still, but I think it's pretty cool. Pretty neat. They look pretty cool. And I don't have a Chewbacca or a Han Solo I do want to add. And I'm not going to compare him with a Luke or Leia either. So we're going to miss out on those kind of comparisons. But that's why we have Black Chrysanthemum. So we can get some Wookiees working up in here. Do we want to do, what do I want to do next? Yeah, we're going to move. He's going to move back here. Excuse me, sir. Get back in your post. Does that work? Whatever. He gets blocked, he gets blocked. We have Bounty Hunter. Bill Burr. And Bane. Oh, all right there. See Bill Burr, don't really see Cad Bane. I kind of want you to see Cad Bane. He's really cool. Look at him. He's way back there, and you can see him. Look down at my friend. My bud. There we go. Then comparison will be with kind of a little, like a custom guy that I got going on here. One that I've had for a bit, where this is, yeah, the Snow Andor body, where he's wearing the jacket. That Andor, he's back there. I don't think you can see him because of Mando. But yeah, but it's this old body, with yeah, with Marvel Legends, I think, hands, and then shield. Like the guy with the scouter. I forget what his name is. But I got his head on there because he looked kind of cool in that way. Kind of like it. The paint is kind of chipping off the hair though, so we'll have to repaint that soon. But he kind of just sits there in the back. He doesn't do too much, but he's pretty cool. Pretty neat. It's just another bounty hunter type dude. Maybe I can do something more interesting now. So maybe I'll keep this body out for a bit and work on it, but I think he's okay. He's okay. He's not too bad. And then, excuse me, oh my God. Sorry for hitting my mic. Sorry if that destroyed your ears. I always want to say headphone warning, but I'm an hour and 15 in, so I don't know when I mumble. And I'll just talk to myself. But then, wait a minute. We'll do, yeah, okay. So we'll do now our kind of like our rabbit character, kind of comparisons. And the first one from McFarlane Toys is Captain Carrot. Of your superhero rabbit guy. Holy crap, he's tall. Zoom out. Ring it out. But look at these guys. Two totally different rabbits, two totally different lines, different sizes. Like this is like true, kind of true like 6-inch. It's like what this feels like. This is like totally 7 inches. This might even be like 8 inches, really. Fix this. Excuse me. Excuse you. Excuse me. Lando. Can't help yourself, well. Just gotta do it every time. Just stay standing. Okay. Captain Carrot. Honestly, a badass figure. Kind of not, you know, I would say technically the greatest figure, but really cool. Has a lot of cool accessories, and it's like, what, like $35? I mean, it's a kind of expensive, but, it's two different rabbit characters from two different companies, so you see their different interpretations of characters and kind of like their universes, so. But pretty neat. I don't know if we're going to be able to fit him. He's actually bigger than I thought he was. He's like bigger than Black Chrysanthemum. Look at that. He is humongous. We're going to move, that down. Get back in a bit closer. Okay, guess that works. And then here's our other rabbit comparison, the White Rabbit from the Marvel Legends line, where she's like a multi-personality, I think, kind of thing with her. Like it's like an Alice in Wonderland type thing, but she has like a gun in her umbrella or something, and is like insane. So, your usual villain. But she's got the whole rabbit thing with the ears and then with the whiskers and the nose. So, pretty cool. But still kind of like that White Rabbit kind of color. The same thing that goes, with Captain Carrot. So they kind of match. But compared to Mr. Green over here, very well. And please. That does not look good. R2 can kind of scoot up too if you don't mind. You back? Oh my god. Does that work? I think it just will. It just has to. Cable's a mess. But there we go. Murder. I'm just killing all these guys. Okay. A little better. A little nicer. But then our last comparison for the night, 9:21 p.m. Eastern, is the Bucky O'Hare Dead-Eye Duck. So, of course, I think it's very clear that Jaxxon is very much based off of Bucky O'Hare, or whatever, vice versa. I'm pretty sure it was Bucky O'Hare first. Star Wars probably was a thing, but Bucky O'Hare was his own thing. So, it's like, so they got their Green Rabbit, and then this is from, Bucky O'Hare, which is, I think, kind of what Jaxxon is all based on. So, yeah. It's pretty a totally different style. I do need to get the actual, the Bucky O'Hare figure, but that one is actually kind of hard to find. But this guy got an Ollie's, which was insane. I think they also had the stealth version of Bucky O'Hare, and they also had, like the girl in that. But I was just kind of like, I don't really care. Like I kind of just want Deadeye, Duck, and Bucky. I think I'll be good. I was waiting to get Bucky O'Hare, but he never showed up. But yeah, pretty cool. A totally different scale and what's going on, but I think it looks cool. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's kind of like this is like a comic, and this is definitely like a movie version. I feel like this is definitely like a movie version of the Bucky O'Hare kind of universe in Star Wars. So I think it works. I think it's neat. So yeah, I think that about covers it for the whole stream. There's our setup of our guys. All there. We're gonna actually come in a little closer. Punch in a bit more, but look at that. That is so cool. Oh, awesome. So yeah, a very unique kind of Star Wars setup, honestly. I don't think you really see this setup of all this collective of figures, especially with Star Wars together. So lots of fun, and it's all around Jaxxon. All these weird elements of this figure, kind of mismatch, matching. What? Mismatching. Kind of styles and kind of elements that that are going on here. Where this is technically based off comic book work. That's that's all that this character has been in. It's essentially a ripoff of Bucky O'Hare. I think it's kind of obvious, or whatever, vice versa. Whoever inspired whom, I don't know, but yeah, it's like but taking those elements and kind of making, I would say, like a base kind of figure, especially the kind of like these side panel versions where he's a little bit more skinnier and kind of lankier, kind of taller, instead of kind of like a little small rabbit dude. But then with the head sculpt is based off totally different art that is out there where it's more realistic. It's kind of like exactly like this, essentially. But it kind of works with it. So yeah, it works with the universe, and the fact that this is like all you see of his skin. You don't see anything else besides his neck, but that's just like a green skin tone color. So kind of like some fur maybe there would have been nice to have a different kind of a neck sculpt there to kind of be a little bit better on it. Excuse me. Look at the thing. So where it's like, yeah, that little neck piece there. So maybe that, but you don't really see it on the front. So it kind of just kind of blends in. But I would say, that this whole body probably would need technically a wash of some kind just to look even better with the head. But honestly, this is a pretty unique figure in the Star Wars universe. Something at first I was kind of like, it's like, do I really need this? It's like I bought it, of course, but then kind of afterwards, I kind of had buyer's remorse. So I was like, I don't know. But honestly, this figure does kind of impress me. It is kind of cool. It's not perfect, but the way that it looks, and it's like I think the way that they kind of took their elements together to make this figure, even with even with a non-comic hand, and mainly I think the main offense here is really not having like like a double trigger finger hand. So that kind of sucks that I have to kind of make that myself, and then the fact that that's not also a up and down right hand. It's kind of like he's got two guns. Let him hold the two guns correctly instead of all weird like, because he can't put a finger in the trigger, so it can't fit in his hand correctly. It's just the stock. It's so bad. I hate it. But then you can get him just chilling out. He's just a cool rabbit dude. This feels like weird. Yeah, kind of like old style. Yeah, kind of like costume. Yeah, kind of thing where it doesn't really match up that well, but it works in the movie. It looks kind of goofy. But it's pretty cool. It's a fun little figure. Neat little thing. Not perfect, of course, as I've been saying, but it's a lot of fun. Pretty cool. It was like so loud. That's pretty cool though. A great little figure. But yeah. I think with all that being said, I don't really know what else to really say. But I think we're gonna call this stream good to go. So yeah, for y'all watching in the future and y'all here on the live stream, be sure to check out the Instagram, check out the feed, check out new videos. Hopefully, I'll be getting out some soon. Should really get some out really before the end of the month. We'll see if next week if I can get something going, but I don't know for sure. But it's been a fun stream. Hope y'all enjoy it. Yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, any suggestions or anything you want to see on the channel in general. I really appreciate it because I'm doing all my stuff right now. My people are being loud. But yeah, pretty cool little figure. Hope y'all enjoyed the live stream. Hopefully we'll be it's like I know yeah, like next week. Yeah, I gotta remember I gotta plug for next week even too. But yeah, but check out the Instagram, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. But be sure to look out for next week's live stream next Wednesday. Gonna be doing we're gonna be doing something kind of big for that. We're gonna do multiple figures again, and I think I'm gonna be doing some Marvel stuff. So we'll get some bangers going in a minute here. But we got Jaxxon to kind of hold down the fort right now. I don't think he's gonna be a hit, but this guy's a pretty cool figure. It's all right, kind of fun. But I hope y'all enjoy. Have a good one. I'll see y'all next week. Goodbye.